Hello and welcome to Coffee Chat with me, Jody Misiak. And today I'm actually coming to you recorded because I actually have a really awesome opportunity to hang out with my nephew who's just about to turn 5 months old. So I want to spend a little time with him today. So I'm just recording it ahead of time so I can still chat with you and hang out with my nephew that I don't see all that often. So it's a really cool thing. Anyways, grab your coffee, your tea, your smoothie, and come chat with me today. Mine's water because of when I'm recording this. I do not need any more caffeine. Anyways, today I'd like to share a little bit about love. Now, love is actually my word for 2019. Lead with love, love openly, fully, and the big one though is lead with love. And sometimes we can have life get so busy that we kind of forget, like, yes, you love people in your life, and yes, you kind of do things, and I'm sure you take, if you're a mom, do a lot of things for your children when you're exhausted and running around just because you love them. But when we mindfully are in a place of love, really cool things happen. So when I shifted my focus to love instead of like doing for the sake of doing and trying to get to this place of like finish the end, not really the end, but like to my next goal, which isn't really my next goal. It's bigger than that. Um, when I really got just into a place of love, really cool things happen. Fear can't survive when you're a place of love. And it's just this really cool thing. And things keep showing up for me to help remind me to be in a place of love. That, the universe has our back when we're sharing with love. So, one of the cool things that came out of this is I've actually created, it's like little love notes from your future self. So, I'll be starting to post them here on this page in the Facebook group, or Facebook page, starting March 1st. And they're just little things that your future self is telling you. So that's one thing that's just going to be coming because you might have realized, or maybe you didn't, but I haven't been really present here on Facebook. And I'll be completely honest with you. And I think I've shared this before, but I do sometimes feel like I'm a chicken with my head cut off. I'm running here, I'm running there. And I realized, and I actually wrote a blog about this, and I'm just in the works of editing it and getting it posted. But it became clear when I started playing guitar. I started practicing guitar in January. It was one of my big things. I wanted to do it for years, and I finally started doing it. But when I started my lessons, I realized, and the cool thing is I did actually realize that sometimes I think people might want to start guitar and they actually just want to play a song. But in my lessons, it's like I just need to learn how to hold it. I need to learn how to put my fingers around, and so my fingers are on the strings and on I'm losing all my technology or my words for guitar. But anyways, my frets and things like that. So, and then how it feels when you go through the strings and how it feels. So anyways, it's baby steps. And I got that. Like, I knew I couldn't play a song right away. I was like, okay, my goal is to play Happy Birthday for my son in May. That was my big goal. It's like, I think I can handle Happy Birthday. And we're still not there yet, but I still have time. But the thing is, I got that. But what I didn't get was in my business and in my life, it's all about baby steps. And like, I have this, what I thought was point A to point B. And in fact, there's like a million different steps between point A and point B. And when I really understood that, I could give myself a break. Because I look at all these amazing people in my life that I look up to, that I want to be, like, per se, with my own, obviously, flair and things like that. People I admire and I follow and, just really love their style and their lifestyle and all this fun stuff. And in it, realizing that, they've been doing it for 10 plus years usually. And it's like, it gives, and I want to be exactly where they're at, with a huge, following, or have a book out and all these things. And it's like, so in it, you can get lost in doing too much too soon. And so what I've been really doing is taking a step back, because one of the biggest things I want to do, actually there's two. One of the biggest ones, like the first one, is being there for my children. I want to enjoy this stage. This is one of the reasons there's two reasons I'm an entrepreneur. The one is I want to be around for my children. I want to have the flexibility to be around when they need me, to take off days of work so I can go to the forest with my daughter when it's forest day, and things like that. And the second is because I just have this deep desire, passion to help people, to really support people and just, help them get out of this place of like funk or stuck, like if you're stuck, or just send you some love sometimes. And I lost that in the hustle and bustle of work. Like, yes, I stay very focused on my family. And even at times I felt I probably, in trying to do so much, I actually probably took away from a little bit of that as well. But I really lost sight of my why, because I got focused on point B, even though there's like a lot of things happening between point A and B. So if you have a goal or you have dreams, never give up on them. Just know that there's baby steps to get there. And it's okay if things aren't going as fast as you think they should. They're happening in perfect timing. It's just that when we focus so much on point B, we miss all the magic in between A and B. So just allow yourself to step back for a minute. Kind of hit the pause button if you've been on go for so long like me. Hit the pause button. Just pause. Like, pausing does not mean you're giving up on your dreams. It can even be for an hour. It doesn't have to be for weeks or months. It can just be a small pause button. And I've really just been working on finding my footing in this place. And that's really what life is about. It's about discovering who we are, what we're here to do, share with the world. You don't have to be perfect. In fact, I don't believe there's any such thing as perfect. Or if you want to spin another way, perfect is when you're being authentically yourself, authentic you. That's when perfect happens, when you're being you. Now, I've done a lot of things over the past couple of years since I've started my business that weren't in line with myself. And eventually, I'm starting to feel when I'm not in line with doing something that's not in line with who I am. And other times, the universe either helps me stop, something comes up and I need to pause, and I'm like, oh, right, this isn't what I want. Or it shows me other people that have you don't always have to go the same route other people do. Like, one of the biggest things of being an entrepreneur is I took in so much information of how to be an entrepreneur, what to do, here, this and that. And I got lost in information, in the information world. It's like sometimes in the diet industry, there's just so much information out there. You can read one book and it will say something, and another book that will counteract what was in the other book you just read. And that's same with business and in a lot of things in life. So it's really getting in tune with who you are. And kind of like I told my husband last night, I go, I need to start weeding out all this information that doesn't serve me and find the information and the things that work for me. So it's really just getting clear. Now, before I end this today, I really want to share with you, not even just share, just let you know that I'm here for you. One of my biggest why that I started coaching to begin with was I was doing 3 different things at once. I think I was still working on my fashion design business. I was sewing, and I was a fitness instructor. I had like 3 things on the go. And I was like, I cannot do this anymore. I'm exhausted trying to do. Here I am. I actually clearly didn't learn for that because I'm doing too much again. When we are in like, and what I realized was I was not good at anything because I was focusing on too much. And again, I've come to that road again, where I'm trying to do it all, and then nothing really. You can't get awesome when you're spread too thin. We know this for self-care. You need to take care of yourself so you can give to others. It's the same thing when you're doing projects or going after a dream or a goal. You can't do it all the time. So I was pulled in all these directions and I meditated. What can I do? What is my calling? And that's when I discovered this amazing coaching school, the SWAT Institute. And that moment in my gut, I knew that's where I was going. I was like, yes, this is where I am. And then again, I got lost on my journey. So if you're lost right now, if you have no idea where you want to go, slow it down, hit the pause button and meditate, or just be mindful. Just and that's actually what meditating, I do a lot of guided meditation just because I find my brain likes to keep talking to me even though I try to quiet it. So I like to guided meditation, but you can just be quiet and listen to your breath for like 5 minutes, 10, 15, whatever you can do, and just be open to receiving answers, but not forcing the answer, and just let it be. And if you are so busy going and you just feel like you've been like swimming and swimming, but you're going nowhere, hit that pause button too. And just breathe. Take a minute to really center yourself and figure it out. Like, are you going in the direction you want to go, for one? And what's holding you in that same spot? What is keeping you there? Why are you like swimming and swimming, getting exhausted, but you're going nowhere. You're not getting across the lake or the pool. And just hit the pause button for a minute. Like I said, it doesn't have to be more than a day or even an hour. What I discovered when every time that I've had this come up in my life where I've been doing too much, wearing myself a little too thin, and not giving the way I'd like to give, I was doing too much. I was constantly going and going. Now, that doesn't mean that I love self-care and I do things like that, but it's really focusing inward on that area of your life. Because we can actually use self-care as keeping us busy too. So it's directing it in where you need to go, if that makes sense. So we can actually busy ourselves up with self-care, thinking we're taking care of ourselves. Now, I'm not saying don't do self-care, because I'm totally huge fan of self-care, and so obviously self-love, because that's part of self-love is self-care. And it's super important, but don't use it as an excuse. We talked about this last week, using things as an excuse. I've been there. I am there sometimes still. So sometimes all you need to do is get quiet with yourself and check in. What areas of your life are you getting stressed out in? What areas are you getting stuck in? And are you just kind of lost and wandering? That is okay too. Sometimes the coolest things happen when we're lost in the woods wandering. The most amazing ideas happen. Just need to be open to receiving. So again, I'm here for you. I would love if you comment on this video what you love, what you need help with, support-wise, and just I would love to hear what you're struggling with. And if you don't like commenting on the video, please just private message me, and I can help you with whatever. I'll see what I can help you with. So I'm sending you so much love today, and I just hope you have the most beautiful, beautiful day. Bye for now.